Welcome to this comprehensive, deep dive guide into the fascinating world of complex numbers. When most students first encounter complex numbers, they are introduced to the concept of the imaginary unit I, defined as the square root of -1. This often feels like a purely abstract mathematical trick, a way to force a solution to equations like x squared plus 1 equals 0. However, this algebraic introduction hides the true, breathtaking beauty of complex numbers. The real magic happens when we pull these numbers out of 1D algebra and place them onto a two-dimensional geometric canvas known as the complex plane. In this video, spanning the next half hour of our learning journey, we will explore why describing a complex number as a combination of distance and angle, the polar form, is not just an alternative notation, but a profound shift in perspective that makes operations like multiplication 10 times easier to understand and compute. Let us begin by reviewing the standard way we represent points on this 2D canvas, the rectangular form, also known as the Cartesian form. In this system, any complex number z is written as z equals x plus iy. Here, x represents the real part, measured along the horizontal axis, and y represents the imaginary part, measured along the vertical axis. You can think of this as a set of street directions in a grid-like city. Walk x blocks east, and then y blocks north. This rectangular system is incredibly logical and works flawlessly for addition and subtraction. If you want to add two complex numbers, you simply add their horizontal real components together and their vertical imaginary components together. It behaves exactly like adding two geometric vectors. However, mathematics is not just about addition, it's also about multiplication, and that is where the rectangular form starts to reveal its fundamental limitations. Imagine you need to multiply two complex numbers in their rectangular form, z1 equals a plus bi and z2 equals c plus di. To find the product, you must use the distributive property, often remembered by the acronym FOIL, first, outer, inner, last. You get AC plus ADI plus BCI plus BDI squared. Since I squared is -1, this simplifies to a real part of AC minus BD and an imaginary part of AD plus BC. While this algebraic manipulation is perfectly correct, it is completely devoid of geometric intuition. Looking at the expression AC minus BD plus I times AD plus BC, can you easily visualize where this new point lands on the complex plane relative to the original 2 points? For the vast majority of human brains, the answer is a resounding no. The rectangular form turns multiplication into a tedious mechanical chore of symbol manipulation, obscuring the beautiful geometric dance that is actually taking place on the plane. This lack of intuition leads us to seek a better way, the polar form. Instead of giving street grid directions using x and y, what if we gave sniper directions? To pinpoint any location on the complex plane, we only need two pieces of information from the origin. First, the absolute distance from the origin to the point, which we call the magnitude or modulus, denoted by r. Second, the angle of direction measured counterclockwise from the positive real axis, which we call the argument, denoted by the Greek letter theta. This r-theta pair perfectly describes the exact same point as xy, but it fundamentally changes how we interact with the number. Using basic right triangle trigonometry, we can connect the two worlds. X equals r times cosine theta, and y equals r times sine theta. Therefore, our complex number becomes z equals r times cosine theta plus I sine theta. But writing out r times cosine theta plus I sine theta every time is tedious. Enter Leonhard Euler, one of the greatest mathematicians in history, who gifted us with what is widely considered the most beautiful equation in all of mathematics, Euler's formula. Euler proved that e to the I theta equals cosine theta plus I sine theta. This is not merely a shorthand, it is a profound truth linking the exponential growth constant e, the imaginary unit I, and trigonometric functions. Thanks to Euler, we can compress our polar coordinates into a remarkably elegant package, z equals r e to the I theta. This is the ultimate polar form. The number is scaling out by a factor of r and rotating around the circle by an angle of theta. This exponential representation is the master key that unlocks the true power of complex number arithmetic. Now, let us revisit the nightmare of multiplication, but this time armed with our new exponential polar form. Suppose we want to multiply z1 equals r1 e to the I theta 1 by z2 equals r2 e to the I theta 2. Thanks to the fundamental laws of exponents, which state that when you multiply bases, you simply add the exponents, the math becomes almost trivial. The product is simply r1 times r2 e to the I theta 1 plus theta 2. Look at how ridiculously simple that is compared to the FOIL method. We don't have to cross-multiply 4 terms, we don't have to keep track of I squared turning into -1. We simply multiply the magnitudes together and we add the angles together. That's it. What took multiple steps of messy algebra in rectangular form takes one incredibly elegant step in polar form. We have made multiplication 10 times easier just by changing our perspective. Let's visualize this beautiful geometric rule. When you multiply a complex number by another complex number, you are fundamentally applying a transformation to the plane, a rotation and a scaling. If you multiply by a number with a magnitude of 2 and an angle of 30 degrees, you are literally stretching the original vector to be twice as long, and you are rotating it counterclockwise by 30 degrees. The polar form makes this geometric truth blindingly obvious. R1 scales R2, and theta1 rotates theta2. This explains why multiplying by I rotates a point by exactly 90 degrees. The number I is at a distance of 1 and an angle of 90 degrees, e to the I pi over 2. Multiplying by I scales the vector by 1, doing nothing to its length, and adds 90 degrees to its angle. The mystery of the complex plane is solved. Why does this matter in the real world? The elegance of polar form is not just a mathematical curiosity, it is the foundational language of modern physics and engineering. Electrical engineers use complex numbers in polar form, which they call phasors, to analyze alternating current AC circuits, because voltage and current oscillate like waves, perfectly described by rotating vectors in polar coordinates. Signal processing, which runs your Wi-Fi and cell phone data, relies entirely on Fourier transforms, equations built on e to the I theta. Quantum mechanics describes the probability waves of subatomic particles using complex exponential functions. Without the polar form of complex numbers, the mathematical models that power our modern technological civilization would be hopelessly complicated to compute. In conclusion, the journey from rectangular xy to polar r theta form is a masterclass in how changing your mathematical framework can turn a difficult problem into an intuitive one. Rectangular form is great for addition, representing static locations on a grid. But polar form is the language of multiplication, representing dynamic action, scaling, and rotation. By embracing Euler's formula, we unlock the geometric reality of the complex plane. Thank you for joining this deep dive. References: Visual Complex Analysis, Tristan Needham; Advanced Engineering Mathematics, Irving Kreisig.